Hello friends, Simvida here. How is everyone doing today? I hope you all are staying happy and healthy. So today's speed build is actually my entry for The Sims 4 Sparked challenges that they have going on. So if you guys don't know, The Sims they came out with a type of game show. It's called The Sims Sparked. Its first episode premiered July 17th and it is on TBS. And then the following Monday the new episodes air, you can find them on BuzzFeed Multiplayer. So it's really cool. I watched the first two episodes already, or the first two episodes at the time of recording have come out, and I watched them. So it's really cool. It's basically celebrity Sims from the Sims community. They go in and they have a bunch of challenges that they're required to meet. And at the end of each episode, a team gets eliminated. It's really cool. It's really fun. It's interesting to see how the minds work of, our celebrity Sims minds work. But anyways, this is the Sims Sparked challenge that they have out for us, the community, to take part in. And so this is challenge 1, and the theme of this challenge is destination wedding. So the challenges vary depending on if you're a stylist, a builder, or a storytelling. So each stylist, builder, or storyteller, you have your own guidelines that you have to follow. So that being said, I have my destination wedding for you guys today. So we had to choose from either a beach, jungle, rustic, spooky, or desert / casino. And mine is a spooky, kind of a spooky rustic. I don't know if it's rustic, but it is definitely a spooky wedding venue. And I was thinking, or I had the idea of this church or chapel. It's in a small town, so right next to it, or along with it, is a cemetery. So we have the nice church and chapel with the cemetery in the same lot, and then across from the cemetery on the other side of the church is the wedding venue. And fun fact for you all, my husband and I did get married on Halloween. I know we both love Halloween, and we decided that was a perfect date for us to tie the knot. So a little more backstory on that. We had planned to have a kind of a big wedding. We both come from fairly big families, and everybody has big weddings and celebrations in our families, and we wanted to do the same thing. But I got to planning. Well, we started planning probably about a year and a half to 2 years before our actual wedding date. And so I started planning, and I was looking at pricing for my dress and my bridesmaid dresses, and I started to make some of the decorations and the invitations and everything. And honestly, maybe about not that long, maybe like 3 to 6 months into it, I decided that wasn't for me. Like, I didn't want a big wedding, and the big wedding wasn't for me. It was more for my family, and my husband felt the same way. He never wanted a big wedding, and that we were kind of going through the steps that our family wanted us to do. And so we kind of agreed upon ourselves and decided that we're not going to do the big wedding, that the money that we have saved up already, that we were just going to splurge on ourselves. And that is exactly what we did. So what we ended up doing is pushing our original wedding date a year earlier, and we went to Vegas and we got married in a cute little chapel. We stayed there for a week or whatever, but yeah, we spent that time in Vegas just splurging on ourselves. We did have our immediate families and some really close friends with us at the wedding, and when we got married in the wedding chapel, and that was it. And we even got married in costumes. It was freaking amazing, and that was the best thing the best decision that I think we could have ever done. Now, don't get me wrong, I know lots of people who love the big elaborate weddings and the wedding dresses and the wedding parties and all the decor and everything, and that is so cool. Like, I've seen and I've gone to super amazing, breathtaking weddings, but that wasn't for me. And I knew, and I'm so glad that I found out early on, and that I knew early on in the wedding planning that wasn't for me. So yeah, you guys do you. I was really happy about the wedding. But anyways, that was pretty much the inspiration for this type of spooky wedding venue. But anyways, there are 2 rounds of judging. So the first round, the Sims community picks, and I believe the top 100 likes or hearts or however that is done, they get bumped up to the second round. And I believe the Sim gurus or the Sim people that work for the Sims company themselves, they choose, I don't know how many people, but they choose winners based on if you meet certain criteria. So the criteria are creativity, or what they're looking for are creativity, craftsmanship, originality, aesthetics, and if you meet the specific challenge requirements. So fingers crossed. But I don't know, maybe, who knows, my build might surprise myself. Oh my god, you guys, can you hear my ice pack cracking? It sounds so loud right now. It's sitting right here on my lap, but it's summer where I'm at, and I have slight eczema, and it's been just breaking out, or it's just been acting up, for the past 2-3 weeks now. It's just like so itchy and it hurts, and so I have to constantly put ice packs on myself. So I apologize if you can hear my ice packs cracking, or if you hear a lot of movement. That's just me, icing my hands and trying to get into a comfortable position to do that. But so anyways, I think I rambled a lot today, but back to my build. Hopefully I don't go off track again. So yeah, the center is the church. The little small house is actually the bathrooms. And so now I'm over here landscaping where the graveyard, the cemetery, where the cemetery will be. And yeah, most cemeteries I have a cemetery near where I live. It's way bigger, but this is how it looks. It's just surrounded by these large trees, so there's a wall and then large trees, and you can't see into it. And I think it's very sweet. They thought about considering some privacy for people visiting their passed away loved ones, and so I kind of brought that also into I kind of use that in my builds. Oh, I also forgot to tell you guys that this can be, I made it available to be 2 lots. So I believe I had an option was for it to be a national park, as well as was it a museum? I think as well as a museum. So you can use either lot if you want. I'm not sure what cemeteries are usually labeled as, but yeah. So anyways, and on this other side, I'm actually sectioning off the reception area, and I decided that I wanted to enclose it as well. So you kind of want that little bit of privacy when you have a wedding reception, but I was also thinking that it won't always be used as a wedding reception, that it can also be used as what is it called, where people have or hold wakes or get-togethers after a funeral. They're called wakes, I believe. I'm not sure if there's another type of verbiage for it, but I'm decorating it as a wedding reception venue. So I actually made a little boo-boo when I was filming and furnishing this build. I kind of just went off in my own world, and I was like, oh, let's decorate it for a wedding reception, and making it all pretty and gorgeous and everything. So that's what I did. That's why you see like tables all of a sudden appear. But then halfway through of furnishing, I remembered that I actually had a theme that I needed to follow and criteria that I needed to follow. So now you see me kind of, that's why I pulled out the new tables and different chairs that you'll see, and I'll get rid of everything I have there mostly right now. And yeah, I just remembered like, oh, I have a theme that I need to follow, and it needs to look a certain way and feel and have a certain vibe. And so I made a pretty big mistake. So yeah, I had to cut all that out. But yeah, I have a question for you guys. So if you do these type of speed builds, how long are your speed builds before edit? Because a lot of mine recently have been like 4 to 6 hours long. So I have to edit 4 to 6 hours down to how long this video is, like 20-30 minutes. You know how hard that is? That is hard. Let me know if you do video edits, how long your videos are before you edit it down, because sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy. But anyways, this is the entrance of the wedding. I can't think of the word, the wedding reception. So usually, you know, when you walk in, there's some kind of little memento. And then, you know, this is the gift table. Yeah, so everybody comes in, they put their gifts down. And yeah, that's pretty much what happens at a wedding. Oh my God, you guys, I am watching this right now as I'm doing my voiceover, and I realized I do not have a cake table. Oh no. Anyways, I don't have a cake table. I'm gonna have to, oh my God, I already submitted this too, and it doesn't have a cake table. Oh, there's no chance that I am gonna get any type of votes, because that's one of the things that, you know, people think of. Look, I have a dessert table, but I don't have cake on there. I didn't think to put cake on there. What is going on in my head? It's like that TikTok, you know. Do you ever wonder sometimes what's going on in their heads? And then it has this like weird song. Yeah. Oh my God, I just realized. Well, I forgot the cake. I have to remember these things. It's the little details I forget. Oh, well, you know, I guess that's what separates the really fantastic builders from people like me. Oh my God, that's one of the major details you think, right? So this right here, I had such a hard time trying to figure out what to do here. I really did not know. I don't like the pictures that are here that we have in The Sims. I wanted, you know, beautiful pictures of the church and the scenery and maybe the couple right there, but we just don't have that in The Sims, and then we weren't allowed to use custom content. So I just had to kind of go with it. I don't know, I had to do some brainstorming or something to kind of push me out of my box a bit. But yeah, this is the burial. That sounds so horrible. This is the cemetery portion of this build, and this is pretty straightforward. You know, I just put some gravestones, and I do decorate it with like flowers and everything. I was thinking maybe the newlyweds chose this specific location and maybe this specific date to get married because it fell on some anniversary of a family member. Or I was also thinking, you know, this is a little sad, but maybe their child had died here and they wanted to celebrate their wedding with the child. I don't know. I just think of weird, creepy things like that. You know, some things that people don't really think about. But I mean, if I was in that situation, I would kind of be okay with it. You know, if a family member that I really loved had died, had passed away, and, you know, we did the funeral and everything in a specific location, I kind of be okay with that. It's like celebrating with my family, you know. But yeah, that's a little weird, right? So right now I am putting in the specifics for it to be a national park. So it is just a couple of, what are these called? Picnic tables and a grill. And in my cultures, that is not uncommon to have a barbecue with passed on loved ones or to spend a day with the deceased of loved ones at a cemetery. That's very common, and it's, you know, kind of the norm to do. So to me, it's not weird to have a grill at in a cemetery. But anyway, guys, there's only a few more minutes until the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this build today. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite part is of this build. I really enjoy seeing and reading what you guys like. But you know, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I do put out videos every single week, so you know, hit that bell so you don't miss on anything. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Enjoy the rest of this build, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.